April 21st is a very special day for Greeks because April 21st, 1967, there was a coup d'etat, a strike by force in Greece by 3 colonels, and it was backed by the CIA. And they took over the government, they jailed politicians, they took over the radio stations, the TV stations, and they ordered every Greek to stay at home and not go outside of their houses until everything was resolved. I'm not going to get into the politics because it's irrelevant to me. But for 7 years, from 67 to 74, they were in charge. Now, at the end of the middle of 1974, that Greek government, in quotes, they decided to they decided to have a coup d'etat, a military strike by force on Cyprus. And think about this, Cyprus had nothing to do with Greece. Well, they speak Greek, but they don't consider themselves Greek. They consider themselves Cypriots. So they tried to take over. They did take over the Cypriot government, but things didn't go very well. And the next day or the day after the coup d'etat, there was an invasion by the Turks. So then the Junta, the military government, they were going to go to fight for their land, Cyprus. So anyway, thank God that didn't happen, and the military government, fell, and they went to jail. The colonels who were the instigators. Why is it important to me? 1975. Every male in Greece, when he graduates high school, that person goes to serve in the military because it's their duty. So for 2 years, you're supposed to be in the military, protecting your country, and you're treated terribly, terribly, terribly. You're not learning anything. It's very similar to being in jail. And so the military, right? So I was drafted in January 1975, and because of the junta, because of the military government, and that incident with Cyprus, I served an extra 8 months. They wanted to have extra bodies, just in case there was a war. So for 32 months, I was stationed on a destroyer patrolling the Aegean Sea. So at some point, the destroyer, couldn't handle all that workload, all those trips, and he had to go to a shipyard for minor repairs. The shipyard was near Athens. Unfortunately, there was an accident. Down in the engine room, there was some sort of an explosion. I was out that night on leave. So there was an explosion, and the ship never left the shipyard. And a few years later, it was decommissioned. They just could not fix it. So anyway, 67 to 1974, military government. People say to me, why did you come to the United States? Greece is it's a strange little country. I'm glad I'm in the United States. I'm glad. So the junta, the military government, they said that the Greek citizen is like a person who was in a terrible, terrible accident and every single bone of his body is broken. And we need to have him, on a bed, in a cast, completely still. And that's how everybody should be. They didn't want to have any citizens questioning the government. There were several elections that they were held, but God forbid somebody voted no for the military government. That would have been the end of them. So you will go into the polling area to vote, and there'll be a panel of people, and there'll be two ballots, two pieces of paper. One was the yes, one was the no, and there was an envelope. So you were supposed to take one of each, make a choice in the booth, and go outside and vote, put it in the box. That would have been the end of you. What you were supposed to do, you were supposed to go in, pick up a yes, put it in the envelope, and shove it in the box. Tough times. In 1967, April 21st, 1967, the day of the event, I remember being at home with the windows closed and the shutters, the windows, I opened the windows and the shutters you could see outside. And I can see the tank, the military tank, going down the street. There was a police station further down that would patrol the area and go down to the police station. Shiver me timbers, tough times. So because of that junta, because of that military government, I served 8 extra months of nothing. In the military, in the United States, when you join the military, you go to they give you some training, you learn something, and afterwards after you leave the military, you can have a career. Not in Greece. In Greece, well, it's your duty to serve your country, and that's it. I came to the United States the day before Thanksgiving in 1977. And I said, thank God. God bless America. That's it. I just want to tell you that April 21st is a very special day for Greeks. And now you know why. So long.